The four women, dressed in false Israeli military uniforms, were paraded on a stage in Gaza City on Saturday morning before being handed over to the Red Cross. They were flanked by masked Hamas fighters in combat fatigues and wearing the green bandanas of the group. It was a show of defiance that will anger many in Israel, but a deliberate message that Hamas in Gaza is not totally defeated. At the Re'im military base in Israel, their parents watched the transfer, finally realizing that their daughters were still alive. This video, released by Hamas, shows the hostages in the back of a car on their way to being released. They were given certificates and badges by the group and had to pose for photos near the waterfront. The four were then driven to the Gaza border by the Red Cross, handed over to the IDF, a thumbs up and a heart sign for the cameras. And then reunited with their waiting families after 15.5 months being held hostage.
It's been a very, very emotional day today, with tears all around, with people sitting on the edges of their seats, watching television, family members, friends surrounding the various locations, whether it's in the south or at the hospital, Beilinson Hospital. The images that are coming out from the joining their family members are very, very powerful, and it goes to show how the whole country has been holding its breath today.
Karina Ariev, Daniella Gilboa, Naama, Levy and Liri Albag were all IDF surveillance officers, captured at the Nahal Oz base on the morning of October the 7th and bundled into jeeps at gunpoint and taken into Gaza. The four were airlifted to a hospital outside Tel Aviv, where they will now stay in the coming days for physical and mental support. On board one of the helicopters, a smiling Liri Albag posed for this photo, the words, "I'm back," written on a sign.
We are meeting them after 477 days in Hamas captivity. This is an unimaginable reality. We, the medical teams in the healthcare system, stand ready to address any medical need that may arise.
In Gaza, Palestinians were waiting to finally cross back to the north of the Strip as part of the ceasefire deal. Israeli forces were supposed to leave the Netzarim corridor on day 7, but Benjamin Netanyahu said that that would not happen today because Hamas had violated the deal. Israel says the group should have released a civilian, Arbel Yehud. In a statement, Hamas said that she was still alive and would be freed next weekend. The second exchange in this ceasefire happened not without complication, but perhaps more smoothly and more quickly than last week. It will now be another long and tense 7 days before the next hostage-prisoner exchange. Alistair Bunkle, Sky News, at the Re'im military base on the Gaza border.